Hello! I'm Krista from Botanical Bird, and today I want to share with you a plant haul that I got from local big box stores. I'm gonna move all of this out of the way now. Yesterday, I went to a couple of big box stores because I've really just wanted to do some self-care lately. I think work has kind of put a toll on me, and I have been trying to take my Fridays, which I have off, to really just take care of what I need. And so I checked out a couple of local big box stores just because I moved cities recently and I wanted to see what was out here. So I went to Home Depot and Lowe's, and I don't know if this is true for y'all, but this Home Depot was pretty much useless for plants. It only had one that I was interested in personally. They had a very small selection and they had some succulents, but kind of things I'd already had, or a lot of like outdoor plants, which I personally don't have many. I really just have houseplants that I can put outside if the weather is nice, but I don't do a lot of like gardening outside because I've traditionally lived in apartments. Then I went to Lowe's, and Lowe's was like a jackpot of plants. So we'll start with Home Depot. The one plant that I found at Home Depot that I really liked was this Kalanchoe, and I'm not exactly sure the species of Kalanchoe, so I'll put it right here. And I broke one of the cardinal rules of houseplant care, is that like I didn't research these plants ahead of time. I've had a lot of these plants before, so I know their general care, but I haven't had a Kalanchoe before and I didn't look it up. So that may be to my detriment. We'll see. I'm pretty confident in more or less my plant skills at this point. Not that I haven't killed my fair share, not that I will not continue to kill my fair share of plants, but I know how to research, I guess, and so I'm hoping that will help. And that being said, if y'all take care of Kalanchoe, please let me know any care tips or tricks that you have below in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll also do my own research. So what I really like about this, I think the colloquial name for it is Kalanchoe flapjack. And so whenever I see it, I just think of pancakes. Like, look how cute it is, and the leaves are very succulent-like. And I saw this one and I just really wanted to bring it home. And it's very small and it was very affordable. I think it was like $5 or less. Like it might have been like $4.95, I think. So that was my one Home Depot find. And since its leaves are very succulent-like, I'm thinking bright indirect light, maybe a little bit of direct light, and then I'm planning on letting the soil dry between waterings. So that's my Kalanchoe. Then Lowe's. The first thing I saw at Lowe's that I was really pumped about was this Raven ZZ. I know that they're very in style right now, and I was looking for one, but all of the places, like all the shops I looked for online, had them at really expensive prices, and I just personally was not willing to pay them. So when I saw this at Lowe's for $18, I thought, you know what, that's fair. And it came in like a nice pot. It's a cover pot, or a cash pot, if you will. Like it's in a grower's pot inside this pot. And I personally would rather buy plants that aren't already in a pot because I have my own pots. But you know what, I was like, it's worth it. It was from a big box store, it was affordable, so I splurged. And I might even, like, I like the black on black because it kind of is just sending a statement, but to allow the leaves to do more of the talking, I might plant it in, or have the cash pot be changed to like a white one maybe, or maybe even green. I have a couple of ones with like fun patterns, so we'll see. For ZZ plants, they're known as being very low light plants. I personally, my ZZ behind me, some of its leaves are yellowing, so I think it wasn't getting enough light. So I'm guessing since these leaves are darker, usually darker leaves mean less light, but I need to look up for the Raven ZZ. It might be the opposite. So I'm planning on giving it at least medium light. I'll have to look up its specific requirements, but then letting the soil dry out between waterings for sure. So that's my Raven ZZ. It's my first one that I've ever had. I'm very excited. Next, I actually already had this plant and I couldn't remember if I had it or not, but it's just such a eye-catching plant that I was like, even if I have it, I'll be okay if I get another one. And it is the Buckia Memoria Corsii. And I do have one, but it's kind of more of a rehab. It started out great like this, and then it dropped a lot of leaves or got a pest or something, and now it's on the up and up again with some new leaf growth. But this one looked really nice, and it was $15, so I was okay spending $15 for like a new pretty one. And I really like the pattern on these leaves. I think they're very nice. I like that it's more of an upright plant, that it's large. Buckia are like medium to high indirect light. Probably bright indirect light is where it will be happiest. Pretty much for all of my plants, I let the soil dry out between watering. And since I'm in this house that doesn't have great lighting, I've been researching more grow light options, and I'll do a separate video on that. But how I'm going to be taking care of a lot of these plants that are higher light is I'll be putting them in some sort of grow light setup. So I'm very excited about this big plant. I'm trying to fill up my bedroom with more plants because we only have, it's really strange, we have 2 windows, but they're like right next to each other in a corner. And so I think it's like a north and an east window, which are the 2 directions that provide the least light. And so I'm trying to get more grow lights so I can put plants in other areas of my room. So I'm hoping this one will go in one of those. Then I've never had this Aglaonema. I think I've only ever had an Aglaonema Maria that I really like. So this is a Silver Bay Aglaonema, I believe. I think it's just a really big one. And they just watered it. It's super heavy, and I'm wondering if they overwatered it. I might want to change the soil. But you can see these huge leaves. They're beautiful. And Aglaonema are known for being low to medium light plants. But my Aglaonema Maria has been kind of unhappy lately. And I repotted it, like kept it in the same pot, but changed the soil, hoping that that would work, but it doesn't seem to be helping too much. So it's kind of, the leaves are kind of curling and turning yellow. And so I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. So I'm thinking maybe it's more of a medium light plant and not a low light plant. But I'm hoping this will also go in my room with grow lights. But just look at these leaves. They're just beautiful. And it's a really big plant. So I'm really hoping that this will take up a nice amount of space in my room without being too much. And this one was $25. Next, I just really like different Buckia. The amount of care they require is relatively low as long as you give them the right amount of light. And so I thought this was really cute. I think it's a Buckia Snow or something like that. I'll put the name here also. I just like that it was smaller, and of course the variegation, the patterns on the leaves are beautiful. And in our kitchen, we have several tall built-in cabinets that I'll be putting grow lights under the shelves. So I'm hoping to have that there because I think it's tall enough for these. But I just like the longer stems, and it's like an upright plant. I used to love trailing plants, and I still do, but I'm starting to appreciate upright plants more than I used to. And then last, this is a second of the plant that I've had because I killed the first one. It's a bird of paradise. Funny that I found one in late, or I guess early fall, where it's like 50s or 60s here in Texas right now, northern Texas, which is just like my love language because I'm from Michigan, and so it's been cold outside and I've been loving it. So I thought it very ironic that I found such a tropical warm plant this time of the year, but this one was $25. This is a lie. It says low light. Oh man, you gotta love, it says assorted foliage. You gotta love the tags on plants, especially if they're from big box stores. It's so wrong. Like, I feel bad for anyone who would read this and believe it. Like, these are high light plants. Birds of paradise can take direct light. They love high light. And I think the problem with mine, it was so strange. Like, the leaves started to curl inwards. Yeah, they started to curl inwards. I think it got root rot, and then, or maybe too much light, I don't know. And it was just doing really poorly. So it's currently dying on my back patio. I feel very bad about that, but I'm trying again. I personally, like, when I really like a plant, I will keep trying as long as it's affordable. Like, I killed a more expensive plant, my Philodendron pastisanum, rip. And I will probably not buy a new one anytime soon because it was very expensive. But if it's like a $25 purchase from a local box store, I am willing to give it another go. So we'll see. This is gonna have to have a very nice spot under a grow light, and I'm gonna have to be very careful of not overwatering it. It makes me nervous. The plants that I got, a lot of them have, you can tell they just were watered, and so I'm nervous that they were like overwatered. So I might be, as much as I believe in not messing with plants after you buy them, I might be repotting that, or at least changing out the soil to something more dry, just because I don't want anything to die. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that was just a brief overview of the plants that I got yesterday, kind of just like my first plant haul video. I generally don't buy a whole ton of plants all at once because I haven't really been going plant shopping lately because I know that I'll bring them home and I really don't need more plants. I have more space for more plants, but it's not like I'm hurting for plants. And so I've been doing more like online plant shopping and just getting like one or two at a time. But I figured I would show you guys like this plant haul that I got. And I would love to video the actual stores and the shopping process, but I'm too uncomfortable to do that. That makes me really nervous. Like I wouldn't want to get yelled at or something. But I totally love watching other plant people's plant haul videos. Erica Lowe does a lot of plant shopping and plant haul videos. Harley G does some. I admire those. I just don't think I have the guts personally to do them myself, yet at least. But yeah, so if you have any questions about these plants or my experience at those big box stores, please put them in the comments below. Or if you have any care tips, especially for the Kalanchoe or the Raven ZZ, that'd be great. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Botanical Bird, and bird has a U in it, not an I, and follow my planting Instagram, which is at botanical_bird. And remember, I'm rooting for you. Bye.